Welcome to the project demonstration of microcontroller based intruder avoidance system by using RFID and RF wireless technology. So the main purpose of this project is we are going to provide the authentication tags for the persons. When the person want to enter into the respective room, then he has to show this tag, then only the person has to enter. So without showing this tag, if he enters into the room, then the microcontroller will provide the buzzer at this receiver end with help of RF transmitter module, and here the RF receiver module which is directly attached to our buzzer. So this was directed by based on the conditions, like the person has to show the RFID tag first of all, then the system will make a note of the person can enter, then only the person has to move from this IR sensor. So without showing the tag, if he enters, it will mark as the person is unidentified, is a like intruder, then the system will give the audible alert at this receiver section. So here we are provided the input of this RFID reader EM18 module to the PIC16F73 microcontroller at A0 pin, and IR input from this module at the B0 pin, and the output was connected to this encoder IC ST12E at C0 pin. So the output from this ST12E encoder was given to the RF transmitter 433 megahertz, and then the data will be transmitted from this one, and the same data will be received here, and the receiver will give the data to the ST12D. So that is what decoder IC. So that decoder data will be decoded and provide the digital output to the buzzer board. So on this buzzer board we can see the one transistor, this BC547 transistor. So the data will be given from the C0 directly given to the buzzer, the same output. So if the C0 is high, then the buzzer will be high, means the buzzer will get switched on. If C0 is low, then buzzer will be off state only. So whenever the person shows the tag and the person enters, C0 is going to be the low, means buzzer off. Without showing the tag, if person enters, the C0 pin high, parallelly buzzer will be the high. So here the power supply from this adapter, by taking 230 volts AC input, and it will provide the 5 volts DC output, same here also. So the operator voltage is 5 volts for the whole input and output module. So inputs RFID reader and IR sensor is the inputs, output is the ST12E encoder IC. So coming to this PIC motherboard, there are the three main components. One is the microcontroller PIC16F73, and there is a reset switch. To restart the microcontroller, press and release. And another is a steel plated one. This one is the crystal oscillator which will provide the 20 megahertz clock frequency to the microcontroller. So the main purpose of this crystal oscillator is, so we have provided the set of instructions inside the microcontroller in embedded C language. So each instruction need one pulse to execute that. So like that we are providing 20 mega pulses per second, so that controller can execute 20 mega instructions per second. So let us see demonstration. So while we demonstrate this project, the main thing is we should take care of external sunlight or any other highlights will not fall on this IRS. So initially on the transmitter module, so this light will be on and off 2 times, and there is a light over here. When you show the tag, this light blinks. Okay, so whenever we show the place any object in front of this IR sensor, then only this particular light should on. So if it is continuously on, it's indication of external IR rays, either the sunlight or heavy lighting falling on this IR receiver module. So the working principle of this IR module is, so this transparent LED is the IR transmitter, and the black color is the IR receiver. So whenever we place any white object, so the rays reflected by the surface of this module, and that reflected rays will be received by this IR receiver module. That was given as a digital output from this module to the microcontroller. In that way we are going to identify the object which is present in front of this IR module. So after that you can switch on the receiver module. So initially it will be stabilized. Once the beep got stabilized and switched off, now we can provide the inputs. So let us see the normal inputs, normal conditions. So you can see the light was off and the person can enter. There is no buzzer indication at this receiver module end. If the person does 2 tags, 2% enters. The third person is not showing the tag, then if he is trying to enter, then automatically the beep come at the receiver module end. So show the tag and you can move in front of this IR sensor without tag, so you'll get the beep at this receiver end. In this way we are going to identify the intruders, those doesn't have any authentication tags.